All right, Sony, I just want to start off right away and just talk about your partnership with Kingsford. I know you guys just recently collaborated in the tailgate for Georgia versus Tennessee. You just want to talk about that a little bit?
Oh man, his partnership was awesome. Right when it was brought up to me, I thought it was a great opportunity to one, you know, get a chance to get back on the grill. Right. I actually just recently just moved after post retirement, and I needed a grill. For Saturdays and Sundays football. So that was a cool opportunity, and then the opportunity of coming back to Athens and partnering up with them to have one of the best tailgates. So I thought that was cool.
Definitely. And I got to ask, obviously, if you're on the grill, do you have like a specialty? Do you have a go-to meal that you make right away when you're grilling?
So I won't say I have a specialty or a go-to. It's all about what I'm feeling in the moment. Sometimes you can you can be so versatile, right? Throwing some wings on the grill. I'm a big wing guy. Last night, I just decided, man, let me throw some burgers and hot dogs on for the kids and myself, and that's what I did. And the cool thing about it, man, is super easy and super simple, right? It makes cooking so easy.
Definitely, and especially if you're using Kingsford coals, you obviously know this is a huge difference when you're using the product. If you could just speak to that a little bit and just with your preparation style and how you get into it.
So I haven't used much other products, right? But when you use, from my experience using Kingsford, it makes it, so much easier. And, there is no other product that I would want to try because, this is so simple, right? If it's not broken, you don't fix it. It's kind of one of the terminologies we use. And, Kingsford seems like to be my style, right? And I love it in the smooth. You're talking about preparation, super simple. You kind of get the grill started. It's an easy way to kind of start it up. I use kind of the chimney smoker to kind of get it going. Um, but as far as prepping it, man, we prep the meat, season the meat, easy, and you can just slap it on. It's super simple. It's so cliche to say, but you're talking about the easiest process, and also super safe, man. Because you're talking about I got two little ones, right? So easy to use while they're around. Obviously, they don't get too close, but you're talking about easy and safe. So there's no grill that I would feel more comfortable with, especially I have the experience of it actually working for me.
Definitely, and you want that. You want to make sure it's reliable, and that's what you get with Kingsford. So we definitely appreciate that. What I do want to talk about is just obviously your career, two-time Super Bowl winner. When you were a part of both of these teams, what do you feel like was the key in the locker room that helped get you guys motivated to make that journey?
I would say, you know, there's just so many different factors, right? That comes into play, and the biggest one is teamwork, right? Everybody doing its job, everyone doing their job. It's like one big puzzle, right? Where it's one big puzzle, and the goal is to complete the puzzle so you can see the outcome. So it's all about, every individual being a piece of the puzzle, coming to get together to connect. No one feeling bigger than the team. No one, feeling like, hey, man, my stats matter. It's about what's the end goal, right? And that's to win championships for the most part. So, I think the biggest thing for us is we relied on each other when it came to playing. And, that was huge just you know, for to talk about that in you talking about in the grilling aspect, right? Those little pieces coming together to get that finished product, man. And it's super simple, right? And I think that was kind of the Patriot way. Like we didn't do anything that was outside of the box. We did everything fairly textbook, consistent, and we knew what we wanted.
Definitely, and it showed. Obviously, that was an amazing rookie year for you, I should say. But I do want to ask, obviously, about a former college teammate of yours, Mecole Hardman. What were your thoughts, or I should say, your reaction to him catching the game-winning touchdown during the Super Bowl last year?
Him catching the game-winning touchdown, it was amazing to see, right? You're talking about a guy I've seen work since those college days, and to see his hard work, you know, come to light, right, on the biggest stage. And I know what it feels like to score in those games, and it's a wonderful feeling. So I was happy for him. Um, the only thing that's crazy, it sucks. Like he's one up on me now, right? He has 3 Super Bowls, I have 2. So that's one of the conversations we have all the time where it's just like, man, I can't, I'm not coming out of retirement, to try to catch you. So, I'm super excited for him and how his career is kind of going.
Definitely. And I do want to stay a little bit off onto the Chiefs situation. You actually were pretty much a nemesis of the Chiefs your rookie season, playing for the Patriots. You had 2 big games, one during the regular season, you had 2 touchdowns, and obviously that big AFC Championship game. What do you remember most from that actual AFC Championship game, and not only your performance and just the atmosphere around that?
The atmosphere was crazy. It was rocking, right? It was almost like a college atmosphere, which something I was completely used to playing in the SEC. Um, the other big thing that I remembered, man, it was super cold. It was like negative 12 degrees. Um, Obviously, the coldest game I've ever played in. So, I had to bring a different level of mental toughness to that game. And knowing that I was going to carry the ball a good bit, I was going to be able to stay warm for the most part. But even though I carried the ball so much, it was so cold that I still was cold in that game. So I do remember that. And obviously, some of those big plays that happened in the game, man, that, really impacted the game, stands out to me. One of them is like, that punt return from Edelman. That was like, they were reviewing the play. It almost felt like 30 minutes of reviewing that play because that was, one of the biggest points of the game, which could have changed the outcome. But that was, an amazing game, an amazing memory.
Definitely. And, a lot of people point to that game as the start of not only the Patrick Mahomes era, but like the start of the Kansas City Chiefs to doing what they are today. From your standpoint, did you see that as like a possibility of this team going on a run that they are now? Like, did you see any early indications of that?
I did, especially obviously having a good quarterback. I'm a big believer that you got to have a good quarterback to win football games, and obviously they have one of the best in the game, and he can continue to do great things. And obviously we're seeing that today. So we all knew it. We were all prepared for it. Like just seeing it back then, we knew how effective he was, right? So it's no surprise on where they are today.
And I do want to lean into you talk about quarterbacks. You obviously playing with Tom Brady as a rookie. Did you feel like a different level of not? I'm not going to say intimidation, but like a pressure, knowing that you're playing with a quite arguably the greatest quarterback of all time, and you're in your rookie season.
100%. I mean, it's definitely pressure, right? You're playing with one of the best quarterbacks to ever play this game, right? You want to be on point, you want to be perfect, you want to be able to affect the game, if not just as much as he did. And he brought that form of leadership that kind of raised your level of play. So it was a little um uncomfortable at first until I embraced it. And I think that's when I was able to really catch my stride and really enjoy it.
Definitely understand that. Sony, just thank you again for taking the time to speak with me. I know you got things going on as well, but I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate you.